chlamydia. Oh, we're live?
Dude, it's so funny. Like,
I thought we were talking about woodpeckers. I don't know.
this is a true story. I was going through as I was putting the show together. I think it was in Taiwan, maybe China. It was definitely in the East. A kid there got chlamydia.
Oh,
You got
Parrot
what?
chlamydia from breathing chicken shit, like the fumes off the chicken shit.
that's cool.
He got parrot chlamydia. Like, imagine explaining that to your wife.
I got chlamydia.
I swear, baby, you're the only one. He's the only one.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
We're like, looks like we're having chicken for dinner. Shut that bird up. Fucking birds. There was another story. Gibbler hates birds, and
Do you know that I've come around a little bit?
well, there was
I don't
a
like
flight
swooping at me.
that had two pigeons that were stowaways on the flight around in the cabin while they were flying.
I probably okay.
Yeah. Snakes on a plane, I'm telling
Snakes
you.
on a plane.
That would get me. Fucking hate snakes. You have an animal you hate?
Spiders are my number one.
Really?
Spiders are bad. I leave them alone. I don't even care.
But millipedes,
myself.
millipedes are almost scarier than spiders for me.
Yeah.
Like those ones.
Not a big spider, snake fan, I guess. Yeah.
No.
Snakes don't bother me as much.
The show has ADD already. All right, here we go. 3, 2, welcome to the After 2 Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined as always by Kimmy Gibbler
That's me.
and Michael the Puddin' Summer.
What's going on?
We are recording live in downtown Richmond, Indiana. Exciting news here locally. $30 million are going to be invested here locally, including the building that we're in right now, which probably means that we're not going to end up in...
We're going to go to a bigger, better studio.
we're going to go back to our garage, probably. You know, the cool part about coming in here is I saw a tree outside that's growing on this building.
Yeah, up top and the roof. Yeah.
Out of it.
But it's so big there was birds on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even just like a twig now.
I
It's
think
like
they
a
might
real
fix
bird.
that. They're going to have to fix that.
I don't know. It's just exciting news here in Richmond. Also, probably not a lot of you are watching right now. It's pretty exciting going on in the, I guess they're back in New York. The Pacers are fine as go. And aside from that, we want to make sure that we thank the Bottle Shop, specifically Crosstown Carryout, for helping us out tonight. Natural Light, Saturdays. We're going to start to show off affectionately.
Yes, we are.
With a fireball shot, as also provided by them.
Yes, and we have people in the studio tonight that are doing shots with us.
Former guest Jeremy Scretti. When we tried to, we've done this show now for a little over 8 years, and I tried to go a history side of it one time, and that was the worst thing I ever did because Kim and Josh, or excuse me, Jeremy never apparently watched the History Channel.
No, not a bit.
Everything was the French and Indian War. I was like, it was
the only thing that happened.
I was like, this story takes place in Germany. And
It's what I like.
Was it the French and Indian War?
It's not what you like. It's the consumer.
So there you go. All right, here we go.
Fireball to the French Indian War.
Oh. Good stuff. All right.
Spicy water.
This is your first time tuning into the After 2 Beers podcast. Basically what we do is we consume a couple beverages. We feel like it gets the regulator off, the governor, the filter, the muffler. We go full at it.
Speak freely.
Speak freely. Tell you how we feel about things. And then we like to just talk about bullshit. Stuff that you might find interesting as you're sitting around a campfire with your friends.
Got a couple good ones for you tonight.
Yeah. Plus, I like to share stories about things that are going on in the world. Sometimes it makes you feel better about yourself. Sometimes it just keeps you interested on things that you're not going to hear on the nightly news for the most part.
It's definitely not these stories.
No, not ours. No. And that's basically what we do. Now, as we get going, we want to make sure we thank our Patreon sponsors. Those are the individuals that allow us to keep going. If you want to be a supporter of the show, you can literally sponsor us for as little as $3 a month. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/after2beers. And you can, for as little as $3 a month, basically allow us to keep filling up our cooler full of liquor.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just so we can share it with you.
We will not make you have to listen to Sarah McLachlan while we sing this just for $3.
Just $3 more. You
Right?
can please keep us going.
Now the
In
cool.
the arms of...
Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Now, the other cool part is we like to share these things. As you can see, we have Natter Days and Fireball sitting here. If you show up and want to hang out with us, you're more than welcome. We have we actually have people hanging out.
Yeah,
with
we
us
do.
tonight. It's
We
kind of
got a
nice.
studio full. Hi.
And the cool part is we like to share booze.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's pretty much a sausage fest in there. So if we could just do a ladies' night in here or something. It's a lot of dudes in there. Anyway, all right, we're gonna get started now. Before we get into the fun news stories, something we kind of introduced last week was called Campfire Discussions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to bring it up. I've got one, and then Puddin's got a couple at least. And the first one actually ties back to the bottle shop. They've been open for 55 years here in Richmond, right?
Yeah.
They're it's I love small mom and pop locations that continue to make it.
Yeah, they've been here forever.
Right?
Those are great.
Yeah, and it was just like Kevin was telling us a great story. Like there was a homeless guy who used to pass out behind there, pee his pants. Like you wouldn't have that if that place wasn't there all the time. You know, he'd have to be doing that behind some other location. So, but no, I'm not. That's probably not the information Mike wants me sharing with you. But the reason I bring it up was it's collections. And specifically, the bottle shop on June 7th here locally, and they've been doing this for a while now. They have a bourbon drop.
Yes.
And it's a Saturday. It's 8 a.m. And from what I understand, you need to be there
Early.
like
Some
6.
people will be camping out the day before. if
Oh, yeah.
it's
They'll have
Yeah.
chairs
anything
set
like
up and
past
everything.
ones.
And,
Yeah.
and the reason I bring it up specifically is the bourbons that are available. Now, there is lots of different bourbon distillers in Kentucky. And one of the most notable, I think, is it would be Buffalo Trace.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So Buffalo
Or
Trace
makers.
makes
Yeah.
well, and I was thinking specifically with Buffalo because they have the Pappy's comes out of there,
Yeah.
and Blanton's comes out of there. And what was interesting during COVID is people started collecting random shit,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like baseball cards and guitars,
Football card.
bourbon. Yeah, well, yeah. Bourbon became popular.
Yeah,
now.
it did.
And so if you go and look online on Facebook, some of the bourbons that they're going to be dropping that day sell online in the 4 figures.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Not cheap.
No, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
20-year-old Pappy Van Winkle,
Oh, that goes crazy.
13-year-old. So all that stuff. And it's
So what's the MSRP?
well, I don't know what they're
suggested?
selling it for.
But it's rare.
substantially less than what is going market rate. But,
Yeah, what you could get for it.
But, you know, hey, I don't know. I just think it's wild that people will pay thousands of dollars for a bottle of bourbon. And I was thinking it was a dumb idea, right? And then I got to realizing today it's the smartest thing ever.
Right?
Right?
I collect shit. I collect baseball cards. What do you guys collect? Do you collect anything?
Kids.
You got a lot of them.
I do got a lot of them. It's all right.
You're good at it.
I
though,
know.
man.
Yeah, that's why I'm always on bottom. I
Does
always
that mean
fuck
your
up.
wife collects sperm?
Maybe.
Anyway.
Well, I'm going to be a little girly. I mean, I used to collect purses. Now I've gotten way better.
Yeah.
I've donated and sold and got rid of a bunch of them. But
I guess Funko. We used to collect
Funko
a lot of Funko Pops.
We
Yeah.
collect
Those are
football
fun.
cards.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Chicago
Yeah.
Bears fan. Bless my heart.
Anything
but
related to the Big Lebowski, I collect.
Yeah.
Got a ton of that stuff.
Right. And so you can invest lots of dollars into this.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking about with this bourbon, I'm like, you could spend, like people spend thousands of dollars.
Puddin collects lockets of hair.
Oh,
Lockets of-
Nah, you hush. You don't tell anybody my secrets.
this makes you sound like a serial killer. What is that?
Well, you smell
And
different when
teeth.
you're awake.
Oh my God. Jeremy's like, in the French and Indian War, it was very popular to collect lockets of hair from your victims. No, bourbon
is
makes a lot
out
of sense.
there.
Well, I was thinking like baseball cards, it's just a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, but the bourbon you want to actually enjoy, don't you?
That's the point. Like, if the
So you're just
bottom
gonna
ever
keep
drops
the-
out of the
you're just
bourbon
gonna
market,
keep
you're
the
like,
empty
fuck
bottle?
it. I'm just going to
You
drink
drink
this
'em all.
bottle.
I know a lot of people that do.
No, we have
just drink them.
a bottle, and JP's not here, so he can probably correct me later. But I feel like it's a Russell Reserve.
Okay.
But he's like, I bought this just there, and now it's worth like 5 times as much. And he's like, now I feel like I can only open it for a special occasion.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, your
You know-
40th is coming up, so that's
You know what's a
plus.
special occasion for me? A shitty day.
A shitty day. That's
Shitty
it.
I
day.
can't think
Crack
of
it
a better
open.
reason to drink
A
a nice.
shitty day, you will drink anything.
That's my point.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you don't want to drink the good stuff on a shitty day.
Maybe that's the day you need the good stuff.
because then it's going to make your shitty day better.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
telling you, can you imagine dying
Make it taste better.
and
a little
having
bit.
like the most amazing collection of bourbons and liquors
That you had never tried.
Never tried.
That you never
just
even
sitting on your
tasted.
shelf.
Oh, it's like buying your wife new boobies and then she wears a bra the whole time. That's
Boo.
no fun,
Boo.
right? How you gonna buy a sports car and never drive it?
Right?
There you go.
Right? That's
You
why I
gonna
like.
loan
You got
it out?
motorboat that shit.
That's right. That's why I like bourbon collections.
All right.
All right. So anyway, if you're looking to build on your bourbon collection, you've got a great opportunity. I promise you this 100%. If you go down there, you may have Jeremy sign it. You won't want my signature, but I will be there for sure.
Oh.
But I'm going to drink the shit probably on June 7th. So I'm not going to.
That's getting drunk that night.
So we're going to try it together, is what you're saying.
That's right. Why the hell would I buy good shit just to leave it for my kids? I will say, as a guy that watched Pawn Stars, I love Pawn Stars, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I would always watch these people that would come in and like, this has been in my family for 5 generations.
Right.
And they're like, we'll give you $80. Sold. Done. They keep passing this down like,
But my favorite was the Antique Roadshow, where they would be like, hey, I was going to sell this at a garage sale, and somebody's like, maybe you ought to check this out. And they're like, oh, that is worth $1.5 million because Christopher Columbus peed on it. I don't know. Like,
The French and
seriously,
Indian
it's just
War
the
artifact.
French Indian War artifact.
true story.
You never know.
Christopher Columbus loved a golden shower.
He did.
No, I'm just kidding.
They called him the OG Keith Sweat.
Anyway, all right. Before we jump into this, is going off.
It's
the
not
rails,
real.
man. This is what happens when the guests show up with moonshine.
Yes.
2 flavors.
And fireworks.
2 flavors.
Yeah, I've had 4 shots of liquor.
Leaker.
See, it's already started. We got to get this going quick.
Yeah. We haven't even made it through the intros.
Leaker squeaker.
Oh,
Let's go.
man. All right, here we
Let's
go.
go.
Anyway, all right, so let's jump into our campfire discussions here. Puddin', you've got at least one.
I'll give you. We'll go with one right now.
right.
Celebrity crushes. What is your celebrity crush now, or like when you were younger? I know mine. I can tell you right now. When
Yeah,
I was
go for
younger,
it.
Paula Abdul.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. I did posters all over my wall.
I wanted
Really?
to be a fly girl because of
There you
Paula
go.
Abdul.
Yep.
But I mean, it wasn't a crush. It was oh, that's awesome.
No, it was a
I want to
crush.
do that.
I like that.
You had posters of Paula on your wall?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
wild? Like, I grew up, my dad was like old school, right? Like,
He's like, you ain't putting no thumbtacks in this wall.
no, he'd have been fine with that. The reason, like, in my garage as a kid, this is
Oh, you had the
adolescent.
nudie calendar?
Everywhere. No, I'm talking like he'd take his centerfolds out of all the Playboys.
Oh,
and
no.
just- and stapled them around. Like, that's the shit I grew up with, right?
Did you ever like walk into the
Even better.
garage and like slip and almost fall?
Ew, gross. No. Gross.
There she is. Look at that. Right there. Look at her.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
Paula
She's-
Abdul.
oh, man. Everybody's having a good time till Kim brings up my dad skeeting on the floor.
He had nudie shit all over the garage. What else
love
did
it.
he have?
Oh.
Was he just in there just staring at it?
Hey, Puddin',
Yeah.
you know what mine was?
What?
The girl from Full House, Jesse's wife.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
She was on the movie Rad. Who can remember the movie
yeah.
Rad?
I don't, but I do
BMX?
remember.
BMX, yes. And
But I remember
she
seeing
was
her
hot.
court hearing because
She's
she
been in prison
Bought her
now.
kids way into
she
school.
bought her kids way into school.
Yeah, I bet you she'll spank your ass.
She will. She gets you
She
out there.
learned some shit in jail. I promise you that.
Now,
I just want to see her jump a bike over the hill right now, you know, like the BMX and, you know.
You got to.
I was a Rene Russo fan
oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
nice.
from Tin Cup.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, out there waggling. I'd have had her waggling.
Yeah, you would have.
That was chauvinist,
Lord.
wasn't it?
Got her.
So
She wouldn't have been chauvinist. Yeah,
No,
What you
I
got, Kim?
so I actually just this week he and his son both showed up as they were like, after they got done working out. Rob Lowe, still to this day, hot as hell. Hot as hell.
Yeah. AJ likes him.
I love me some Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, when he was younger, he liked little girls.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, he was
I might
younger
have-
then.
I was a young girl then. That would have been perfect.
He was Drake before Drake.
No, but I
no.
did not know that about him. But
Oh. Who is the lady
pretty
that
hot.
is on the other guys that was married to Will Ferrell?
Eva Menendez.
yes,
Eva Menendez.
Eva Menendez.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
And she's married to the guy that was in The Notebook. And
Ryan Gosling?
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I got to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I have a kind of a crush on him, too.
Do you?
Oh, and I love boobies. I'm not a guy that, but I'm just saying, like, that would be, if I was ever going to have a threesome, no offense, AJ. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes, same time?
So I'm gonna make this
my
just
dream
a
team.
I'm gonna make this just a hair awkward for you.
Uh-oh.
When I see Ryan Gosling, I instantly think of my first husband.
Yeah, that's gross.
I'm out. I'm
Fucking
done.
ruined
No,
it.
I
Let's move
seriously
on.
think that they
Ruined
look
it.
a lot alike. And I'm like, yeah,
Well,
Thumbs down.
why do you go and ruin things?
well, because that's what I'm good for. I'm a woman,
So true. At least it didn't cost me half my shit.
right?
There you go.
Okay, so real quick before we end this topic, who was the guest model that all of the guys thought was so hot, and they had all of the guest model posters up? Do you remember who it was?
Cindy Crawford?
No, it wasn't Cindy Crawford. It was somebody else, and I
Was
can't
it the
remember
girl
who
that
it
married the
was.
old dude that died?
I don't know.
Oh, good call.
Nicole Simpson?
Nicole.
Or Nicole.
Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole?
I don't know. Somebody
was
I don't think she was-
stuff.
was she
It
a
was
guest
like
girl?
80s
I
or
think
90s.
she was a guest girl.
I think it was 90s.
don't
The
know.
guest girl.
You got me on that one. I don't know.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Was it Anna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Okay.
dated the old dude.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
she married for love.
She
Of
did. That's
course
what
she
she
did.
said. She loved him.
She
Yeah,
loved.
did.
She really did.
She loved all
She
of the
smiled
extra,
every time the camera was in front
extra
of her.
padding on that one side of his butt.
Yeah. That extra padded wallet.
What about J-Lo?
Exactly.
Anybody like J-Lo?
No.
But I love
No.
it. Jeremy's just out naming. He's like, hey, how about?
J-Lo.
You like J-Lo?
She's hot.
There you go.
Hey.
Anybody in there? What do you guys got?
And while we're on it, Uncle Jesse, that's not anybody to.
Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse off of Full House.
Oh, I thought you meant off Duke's Boys.
Oh my God, no!
I'm like,
no,
Where's
You
she
know-
going with this? Uncle Jesse?
Uncle Jesse.
I figured you more for a Cooter fan.
No, that's me. I'm a Cooter fan.
Oh man! Well, it's better than Boss Hog, I
Yeah, I
suppose.
guess.
I mean, he
All
did
right.
have some nice horns on that hood.
All right, what you got? One more.
You want me to get another one
Let's
going?
do one. Look, there's Uncle Jesse.
What?
Uncle Jesse.
What's another one's great. What one body part would you not mind losing?
Other than my tummy?
All right. I was gonna say my gut. I wouldn't mind losing that. I mean,
My
but
tummy would be
I guess if
fine,
you had to
but-
lose something,
Probably like a pinky toe.
I would like to.
Well, you need a
I'd like to lose an ear. Just have a cool story behind it. Or something.
Yeah?
I can wear sunglasses. That
Do
would
you
suck.
know how many
That's what I was
times
going to say. I can't live without sunglasses.
that would suck? Right?
I know.
That's why you
sensitive
can't
eyes.
lose your big toe because you couldn't wear flip flops, and I
Oh,
love flip
I
flops.
love flip flops.
I mean, like you
I never
can't,
thought about that. Jesus.
right? You can't look
Yeah.
cool in flip flops that have Velcro.
Man, can you get one of them fake toes? Just
Have
staple it on
those,
Made out of
man.
wood. You'd have to worry about Jeremy's woodpecker
no shit coming
going at
after
your
me.
toe.
Big 2-foot woodpecker coming after me.
You'd have the hand like in Happy Gilmore.
The
Only
wood
on your
hand.
foot.
Chubs.
Jubs. Only
I don't
call
know,
you
that's-
Stubbs.
I like having both my arms,
Yeah.
legs. I don't know.
Well, you didn't say the weightage, so like
Right.
I could. I don't. That's not a word, probably. Poundage.
Poundage.
Like
weightage.
if it's just like a like fingers are noticeable, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I could lose a toe or two, and I could discreetly keep that from people. But I can promise you verbally, I have given up my left nut probably 1,000 times. I can't tell you.
my left nut up.
I can't tell you as a dude how many times I'd be like, I'd give my left nut for that.
Absolutely.
I've probably given away my left hip for something before.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, it would look awkward though.
Yeah, just stick a couple ping pong balls in there. I'm good. I give it.
Yeah, noodles.
Noodles.
That's what they're called. Honestly, I saw
There
Dave
is a
Matthews.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
you stick
Dave
fake ones in
Matthews.
there.
I saw him in concert one time, and he specifically talked about out in Beverly Hills. They were at the time neutering dogs, and to make the dogs feel better about themselves, they would
They would
put
give them
fake
yes.
nuts, and they were called noodles.
That's hilarious.
Yes, and this is what I'm hearing. I'm like, can I hear ants marching?
Come on, play 41. Play 41.
They did that in the French and Indian War too.
The noodles. Yeah.
That was just rocks back then. There's a couple pebbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
man.
probably wooden bowls.
Wooden nuts. All right, are you guys ready to jump into some
Yes.
stories?
What stories we
Let's
got
do
tonight,
it.
baby?
All right, here's the first one. I found this one interesting. We were talking about earlier collecting bourbon and the idea of collecting things, baseball cards, whatever you're into. This week, there was an auction on President Abraham Lincoln's personal memorabilia.
Okay.
So things that you could buy, and the most notable item, and I
His
believe
chair
No, this was his chair.
where he got shot.
Oh no. You know,
It wasn't his chair.
Here-
Yeah, it wasn't his chair.
I'm a history nut. You know where his bodyguard was at when he got shot?
Bathroom.
He was at a bar.
He was at a bar.
He was at a bar
Wow.
drinking.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say about JFK.
Yeah.
All the top Secret Service guys the night before went to a strip club and were all hammered, so they put the young guy guarding him, and that's apparently what happened.
Yeah.
Part of it.
You know what it was? Those old guys are like, let's go get fucked up
Yeah.
so we're not getting shot in the morning.
Put the new guy up
In
there.
case those four
We're gonna
guys
be
with the
hang up-
guns.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to be hungover.
Yeah.
They don't want us.
Now
What
here's-
else you got?
well,
What's in
here
there?
what was interesting. They sold a pair of the blood-stained gloves that he wore that night to the Ford's Theater. And if you
You
had to
wore
get,
gloves?
he had them in his pocket,
Okay.
you know, and they sold for $1.52 million.
Wow.
But they're gloves that have his blood on it.
Okay.
Right? There they are. Now, my
Like, what was
screwed up drinking mind thought to myself, you know,
Okay.
can you picture so stupid? Can you picture a Jurassic Park with a bunch of
Oh,
Abe
no.
Lincolns running
Stop
around
it.
in like 200 years? Like, it's not like T-Rexes. It's like famous
Wasn't he-
people from
how tall
now.
was he? Like
Cannot tell
6'6"?
a lie.
He was like 6'4". He was
6'4".
200 no as a wrestler.
Yeah, I was going to say a bunch of
Yeah.
6'4" wrestling Abraham
Oh,
Lincolns
my
around here.
God.
I get me a traveling squad of wrestling Abraham Lincolns.
I think it's kind of cool. I would think a museum like here in Richmond, Indiana, if you bought a pair of those gloves and
Right.
you put them on display, I think people would come to see that.
That'd be cool.
Right next
I
to
would.
like a cup from Jonestown.
Oh, my God.
That's
Tell me,
hilarious.
why isn't that a collection item?
They're out there.
Are there really?
I think so. I think I've seen
That's
some
wild. Why don't they have pop culture shit?
shit. Right.
People would go to a pop culture museum.
oh, it's
I
heartbeat.
think pop culture museums would probably be more interesting.
Would
for
you
some.
guys, I'm asking everybody in there, would you be interested to see a cup that was actually used at Jonestown? Nobody.
Nobody. They're not paying
Dalton,
attention.
You're fucked in the head, bro.
They're in there looking at the 90s poster women.
Hey, we were just talking about OJ's gloves. If OJ's gloves were here in Richmond, I'd go see that.
Oh, I'd go
But
see
his
it.
Broncos in Gatlinburg
Is
yeah,
it really?
it's down there at the.
Museum.
Yeah.
That seems like a thing that would be in Gatlinburg.
They said, "Where's
Right?
his knife?" Oh my god.
Well, you know what's funny? When I was in Vegas, I went to that.
Hey, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's right.
Well, that's it. Oh, so here we go. That's a fire question that comes out of this. So they sold other stuff here at the Abe Lincoln thing, but what is something from a celebrity, like in the movie Ted,
Oh God.
when Mark Wahlberg goes to the party and the guy has the one testicle from the bike rider. Help me out, Lance Armstrong.
No
Yes,
God.
Lance
my gosh.
Armstrong's testicle.
Or when Ted wants Tom Brady's sperm.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
God, get out of here.
I still
oddest
think it'd be
thing.
funny to see a bunch of Jurassic Park Abes running around. Anyway.
Hell of a circus.
All right. All right. Here's your next one. Poor family lost a dear uncle, and they went to view him.
Like an Uncle Deer?
No, like a
Dear uncle.
A dear uncle. A California family is suing a funeral home after it put the wrong man in the casket, dressed him in their loved one's clothes, and workers even attempted to say the family was mistaken.
Oh my god!
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's him. He's got makeup on.
No, he's like,
That's Ted.
That's a white dude. My uncle was Asian.
How do you? Nah, I'm pretty sure that's
I
not
have
him.
gone to the wrong funeral calling before, by the way.
Oh,
You
no.
crashed a funeral calling?
On accident. It was like one of those where it was like you go that way and it's that one, and you go that one, it's the other one.
What was the thing you were supposed to be going to?
So it was Davina's mom, and I had never met her anyway. And I like go in there, and I'm just like,
Oh, so it was another funeral.
yeah, it was another funeral
It wasn't like
calling.
a kid's birthday party.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
There was a funeral calling this direction, and there was a funeral calling this direction in the same building. And I went to the wrong direction, and it ended up being my neighbor's mom.
Oh,
and I
no.
was just like, I went up there, and I was like, well, that doesn't.
That's
I don't
not
think that's
right.
Davina's mom. I'm 100% sure that's not Davina's mom.
And that was the day.
And
Kim's
that was
neighbor's
like-
she cares
No,
more than
she
I thought.
does
No,
care.
and I was like, hey, I just wanted to show my respect. And I got out of there, and I went into the other way, and I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm like, and they're like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I just went to the wrong funeral. I went to the wrong funeral calling.
I'll leave it to you. That's the best.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the wrong guy got put in the wrong clothes.
This lady, her name is Amintha. How do you pronounce that name? Amintha?
Amanda. I'm kidding.
No, I can get that.
Ametha?
Amitha? I don't know. Amintha?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I can't see that far.
Amintha
I'm old.
Hunt. Husband's name's Mike. Amintha.
Amintha.
Amintha. Yeah, that's a name you don't hear much.
Menthol. Got it.
She arrived at the Harrison Ross mortuary in Compton to prepare her uncle, 80-year-old Otis Atkinson, for burial when she noticed another man was inside the casket. She said it shouldn't have happened. I didn't make arrangements there to see the wrong body.
Wow.
That's
So
got
do
to be
they
weird.
have to be like, excuse me, coming through, roll the other guy out, roll the other one back in?
Yeah, that ain't something. Oh, yeah, we're just prepping him. This is a.
Oh shit, we
It stinks.
cremated that one.
It's got to be worth 50% off, right?
Here's the messed up
They
part.
cremated the wrong one, maybe.
She goes, that's not my uncle. My uncle wouldn't have gotten that dark. I showed a picture and she said, yeah, you're right. Give us 1 minute.
Oh my
It's not like they messed up your order at McDonald's.
It's like putting mustard on your double cheeseburger when you didn't
You're
want
right.
mustard.
Let me go remake this for you.
Shit.
Hold on.
Good thing we Velcro these clothes on these people.
Wow.
Do they really?
I don't know. Do you think they actually I don't bet they dress them all the way. I bet like it's
yeah.
cut in the back.
I'll
Like
tell you one thing. If you bury me in a bra, we're going to fight.
Yeah.
I
wanna be
will haunt
comfortable.
you.
I sleep naked.
I will haunt you.
Oh man. Well, that's Josh's deal. He's like, hey, I don't want to be the person
there.
at your funeral that's checking to see if you got a bra on or not. It's gonna look real creepy.
You know what? I'm not going
I'll
to.
do it.
We're not doing
She
like,
wanted this.
Hey,
She wanted it.
This is what she
and
asked
I'm
for.
I'm putting this out into existence. I'm going to be cremated.
Why you
I don't want anybody looking over me when I'm gone. And I especially don't want people coming to visit when they went while I was alive.
I always think it would be interesting to have a funeral director on the show. I want to have Kevin Shook. If you could help make that happen, I have a million questions, and one of which I want to ask, and I mean this sincerely.
I can do it for you, Dalton.
Let's make that happen.
I know somebody.
All right, because here's the questions I want to ask. These are people, this is a small community of, here in Richmond, it's like 25, 28,000, 30 surrounding areas. We might be, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
For the most part, right? So when they're preparing these people, these are people that they've lived amongst potentially for decades.
Yeah.
And I want to know, seriously, have you ever been like, God, that guy he was stout.
He was home.
Yeah. Like, you've got to be impressed. There's got to be in times.
That's a campfire topic right there.
Right? Like, I had no idea. No wonder he was married for so long.
At least he had a smile all
I
the
thought
time.
he was a dick, but now I
It
didn't
was
know.
just because you are what you are.
I want to know these stories. Another way, like it's funny, like the things you remember as a kid. My grandfather, I lost every grandparent by the time I was 19. And my first grandfather passed when I was 15, and he had bad knees, and his knees wouldn't go flat. And I remember my mom asking the people at the funeral home, they're like, how do you get him into the coffin? And they're like, we'll take care of it. I said, they're going to fuck his knees up. I said, they're going to break them.
Yeah.
And I'm 15, and I've got to explain that to my mom. I'm like, he may not even have legs when he gets into that thing. I'm serious. Like, that's the whole wild part. And then, like, I hear of people, like, they want to be buried in, like, above the ground. And they don't want to be cremated.
Yeah.
Because the thought is like, what happens if
we are supposed to come back?
Yeah, but it's like, why do we want all these people back? There's already overcrowding. I don't need all these people. Like, let's be straight up. Some of these people, you don't want
zombies.
to come back. Yeah,
Zombies.
Can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah, well, you know where they're going.
Ponder said there's mummy here and people don't come. That's true.
They have.
It's true.
Actually, there's two mummies
Two mummies
in Richmond.
In Richmond. There's and more than any other city in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per capita, we have more mummies than anywhere.
Yeah, than anywhere in the U.S.
We have that.
Unless
Do you
daddy's.
guys remember how much the restoration was on that?
On the mummy?
Yes.
I don't.
You don't remember that was a big deal and how much money
No.
it cost to restore that mummy, whatever they do.
To
They had-
remummify
It was
it?
a big deal.
Well, how much was it?
I don't know, but
French
I
Indian
don't
War.
remember that. It was in the news.
Well, don't
French
bring it up
Indian
if you
War.
don't
It was in the
know.
news.
Don't bring it up if you don't know.
Let me Google
French
it for you.
Indian War.
Let me
It's
Google
not
it.
French
for you.
Indian War.
Man. And I don't understand why we never made it big.
You weren't shooting fireworks. Just from your
true.
pants.
Right. Well, hey, it was a lot of money. That's all you need to know.
Oh, that's great.
I'll Google it for you
All
guys. I
right.
don't want you thinking.
What else you got?
All right. This happened.
I really just wanted to talk
That's the
about
best
the
thing.
woodpecker.
We don't know any of these stories.
Hey,
He didn't send
none.
and none
We
of
will
them
get
me
to
this
your
week.
woodpecker, brother. I want to first talk about the Wienermobiles.
Oh,
this
the
week.
race.
I gave you
watched
this
it.
info.
I watched
Indianapolis
it.
500 was
fun.
held this past weekend. 350,000 people
They
showed
said
up.
it was closer to 400,000.
Oh my!
It was
gosh.
sold out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot. They said 1,000 people were in Indy in the U.S.
Really?
1 out of 1,000 people were in Indy.
Yeah, 4 million or 400 million.
Yeah.
Now this looks like every bar I've been into in Indy. It's just a bunch of wieners trying to get to the front.
Pick me, wieners.
Oh, this is every fraternity party I ever went to at Ball State. Just a
Jesus.
bunch of dicks trying to get to the front.
All right.
I love the fact that we have 400,000 people that show up at this race, and
That's
now,
the best.
the debauchery that goes on at this track.
And I had a grandfather that grew up there and never went to one race.
really
Speedway. Yeah.
Oh,
Never
my
went to
family
one.
had season passes.
No.
This
so-
you got 3 guys out here talking about wieners that are going to be driving down this track. One, the ironic part is we have Uranus here in Richmond, the fudge.
Yes.
And there was
one that came into the parking lot.
yeah,
There was one
a
there.
wiener in the fudge factory.
There's one
parking lot.
your wiener in
Yeah.
Uranus.
Oh man, can you imagine thinking I was a driver that could have died multiple times on the track, and now I'm talking about wieners that are driving down the front stretch.
Yeah.
I relish in that fact.
Hey, Dalton,
jeez.
fun fact.
Cut
Fun
off.
fact. Are you ready?
Yeah, buddy.
We were at the original Uranus, me and my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson, right?
No.
No.
It's in Missouri.
Missouri.
Oh, okay.
That's the
The
original
city's
one.
actually called Uranus.
Yeah.
I thought
My
it was out.
brother's wearing one of our shirts that says "My balls explode." Okay. now, funny story is they thought they were having a good time trying to make us laugh. Talking about Uranus when you go in the door.
Oh, yeah.
They thought they were funny. Well, I didn't think it was too funny. I was just walking around, haha, it's funny. We get up to the register, and the girl reads a shirt, and she goes, "My balls explode," and
In
Shane
Uranus.
goes, "In Uranus." And she got so offended. I'm dying. She got so offended. She went back and would not serve he bought some fudge, and someone else had to come up and cash him out.
What?
Because he wore that shirt?
No, because he said that to her. I said, you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
No kidding.
So anyway.
That's
fun
funny.
fact.
That's great.
That's
You know
awesome,
what?
though.
If he was attractive, she wouldn't have had a problem.
No.
Are you
not to say
saying he's
you're not
attractive?
If it wasn't Rob, if it was Rob Lowe.
Gosh, what a wiener move!
If Rob Lowe had that T-shirt on,
I
he'd
bet
have
you
gotten
he
his
would've-
fudge for
What a
free.
wiener move, man!
That's a dick move.
This is why I love having Kevin Shook produce this for us.
He would have been
now.
eating fudge for days.
Oh,
Out of Uranus.
I see.
Uranus.
Oh my God, man. This is a random subject. This is something I do not understand about this generation.
What's that? Eating ass?
People brag about eating ass. Why would you put a sticker of that on the back of your car? You just told
Smoking
every-
grass and eating ass.
Oh, you just told everybody on the road that I will not drink after you. It's
Do
horrible.
not drink after me, please.
Hey, look at these. These are the people that get inside the wieners. Like this guy right here. He's like,
He's the wiener jockey. He's a little fella.
can you imagine like your whole?
they got the
like,
wiener
she's
whistle?
blowing into the wiener.
Get these guys racing.
God, jeez. Oscar Mayer wiener.
I wonder how hot it
great.
is in that.
Oh, they got AC in that thing.
You got AC in the wiener.
AC in my wiener. Yeah.
It's a good sized wiener.
You got to.
Oh, that's the Chicago dog.
Yeah.
Can you
Or
camp?
the Chicago dog.
Can you camp in that wiener?
Oh man. Can we, all right, we're moving on from the.
Move it on. Okay.
Enough of the wiener stories.
I bet it's a little difficult in the morning.
It's pretty stiff in the morning.
A little hard.
Well, it depends on how much they've been drinking.
All right, anywho. Hey, there were wiener races at the Indy 500.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right,
here's
next
a story. This California man, he tried. You know,
great.
we have talked about some of the greatest police chases ever
Right.
on this show. Like some crazy ones. There was a guy in a canoe one time.
Yeah.
Right. There was a guy in a front loader just
Yes.
going down the. I mean, just crazy
Street
shit.
sweeper.
We had a street sweeper in this town.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's one from Northern California. A man tried to evade FBI agents in
shit.
an underwater scooter.
Okay.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty to a $35 million Ponzi scheme. Now,
Oh.
yeah, my first thought is like, who the fuck has just a random underwater scooter? And
Okay.
it's probably
A guy that has $35
The
million.
guy who has $35 million.
Yeah, he had 27 counts of wire fraud, money laundering.
Wow, no
but apparently,
shit.
when they came to get him, he jumped into the lake. And he went down in his underwater scooter.
Why do I think of fucking Scooby Doo when I see this? Come back here.
And they never come out wet. They as soon as they surface and get them on the boat, they're just stone dry.
Just shake off and go on.
Jinkies, guys.
Jinkies, Soing Scoob, it's cold in the water. He only paid back 8.8 million of the 35 million.
Yeah, because that other shit's hidden until he gets out.
Yeah. But he goes to the prison where they play pickleball and shit.
Oh, yeah. He's
the
going to
fun one.
Prison.
You know what I mean?
The rest of
Yep.
that money's in a money
Don't,
market.
don't
It's
worry.
going to just
Trump
keep
will get him
collecting
out.
interest.
Trump will get him out. Just,
Pardon
just
me.
like Grizzlies, you know.
What the hell?
Now you are a supporter, and I'm not trying to do. We're not doing politics.
We're not doing
No,
politics.
Two things we don't do here is
I was
politics
just
and
saying,
religion.
you know, tax evasion, they'll get him out.
What the fuck is up with the Grizzlies?
I
man?
don't know. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I just thought it was funny because you said you only paid back $8 million. He goes to prison, and the Grizzlies get out or whatever their name is.
Yeah. See, I got to tell you, and I'm gonna lose a lot of people on this right now. And I almost hate to say this, but I'm just gonna
Is
do
this
it.
the time that I go take a potty break?
Yeah,
You're
go
talking
pee.
politicals?
Go pee.
You gotta go
No,
pee,
it's
go.
not political. It's about Pete Rose, and I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh, yeah.
And
French Indian War. Here's-
French and Indian War. Pete Rose was he basically was told that he can be put into the Hall of. Now, he personally wasn't told because he's dead.
Yeah.
But apparently, the president spoke with the baseball commissioner and helped put that together. Now, I'm a huge Huge Cincinnati Reds fan.
Yes, you are.
Love the Cincinnati Reds. And one of my issues with Pete Rose, it has nothing to, the guy played the game as hard as anybody that ever played the game. Now, I was fortunate enough to cover a couple baseball games in my past. And specifically when you walk in, there's one sign that hangs above the door before you get into the clubhouse.
Okay.
And it says, basically, don't gamble on baseball. It's the only sign there.
He gambled on his team to win.
It doesn't say anything about cheating on your wife,
Right.
or doing coke or any of those things, right? Now, he did that stuff. He bet on baseball. He doesn't specifically bet on the Reds. I'll leave that alone. I'll let that go. Here's the problem I have with the guy. And it's amazing to me how we look past this stuff from the past, and I struggle with it. When he was in his 30s and married with 2 kids, he was dating
His side piece.
a 16-year-old,
Yes.
and it was okay because at the time, 16-year-olds were, it was okay in Ohio.
Yeah.
But she wasn't actually 16. She was 14.
Oh, no.
Now, he told him they were 16, and now he's in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
And that's the part where I just can't get past it. Like, I don't care how good you were at hitting a baseball.
Well, now, what if she's in her 30s and he's
It's
50?
Yeah, well, then you get to see a hot picture of a teacher. Why is it always hot teachers?
God. Never got
Anyway.
hot teachers when I was a kid.
I will say this about...
But nobody's talking anything about the old Patriots coach.
Yeah. No, what?
right.
She's at least 18.
Barely.
She was 14. Like, Rat's even young for Rob Lowe.
Goodness.
That's funny. That's a good joke.
Yeah,
That's a good joke.
But in-
Forget about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well,
Well, that's true.
same
too.
deal. But, like, the other
Yeah.
one that
Or
I
Bill
bring up
Belichick.
is
that's what we
Steven
just
Tyler.
said. Steven Tyler. did
Steven
it.
Tyler in the 70s convinced a family to let him adopt a girl that he was dating because she was a minor and took her on tour with him.
Okay. What was the piano player guy that did the same type of deal?
Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
That
Yeah.
was his
That
cousin.
was his cousin.
Yeah.
13-year-old
even worse.
cousin.
Even worse.
Yeah, I'm not going to debate
Elvis.
with you on that. But I'll tell you this, Pete Rose, hell of a hitter.
Elvis.
Hell of a hitter.
What's our next story?
Not much.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Next. Next.
All right.
Next.
I saved the best 2 for last.
Oh, I can't wait.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to jump into this one. No, I'm going to save that one for last.
Okay.
All right. Next year. This is interesting. A new company is, we talked about this a few weeks ago that there was a competition in LA. I heard it went over like lead balloons, but it was sperm racing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it went over pretty well.
Well,
Seen some of the videos.
they said it looked silly and everything,
Oh,
but
yeah,
anyway, it was
silly,
dudes
silly.
sperm racing.
Yeah.
Literally, guys would ejaculate and they would put their sperm into a machine and then watch it.
gross.
It's fucking weird. Here it is, America. Now, here's something I actually think would be kind of interesting. Next year, it's set for May in 2026 in Las Vegas. A new company is hoping to infuse unprecedented levels of science, money, and performance-enhancing drugs into Olympic-style sports.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you going to lift weights with it?
Everything. It's held. The first formal competition is in May of next year in Las Vegas. They announced plans just this week to host all kinds of events that are going to be there. Let me get to some of the events. They have swimming. They signed a $1 million check for beating a world record. If you can't beat a world record on drugs?
Well, didn't SNL have a skit like this back in the
it's
day?
my favorite.
Like in the 90s. Oh, steroid Olympics. And the guy rips his arms off.
yes.
Starts bleeding everywhere.
That's one of the. They're going to have weightlifting in
Oh, I
this.
bet they will. Shit's going to go flying. Everybody's going to be pissed off at each other. Weights flying everywhere. I've seen it a million times.
You've seen
Little
it. It
roid
happens.
rage going on.
Oh man, there's not going to be a big testicle in sight.
No, there ain't going to be big wieners over there in Uranus.
Oh man, Olympic trial or Olympic type events
Hey,
that promote drugs.
it's just gonna be a bunch of cobs.
Oh, here we go. Do you want to get pulled over? Man, I had him take a show down a few weeks ago where he brought shit up. I was like, man, we can't leave that out there.
All right, who's doing a fireball with
You know
me?
what? I've got one more in me. This is thanks to the bottle shop.
Eggs bottle shop.
This is a pause for the cause. Thanks to
Hey,
Kevin.
we're
There we
not the
go.
ones saying these things.
Yeah. Hey, he's the producer. What Kevin says is not necessarily supported nor denied by the After Two Beers podcast. I like police, Kevin. I don't know what your problem is. Remember that. I drive a blue truck. It's not me. Wasn't me. All right, let's dump into our last story. Let's get out of here. It's been a show.
This is
All
the
right.
best show ever yet.
Now, there's an expression that goes, and I'm probably going to butcher this, not like George Bush did with
You can get a good look
fool
at
me
it.
once, but you're never going to fool me again.
You can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your
Right.
head up a butcher's ass, but
Yeah.
no, wait a minute, it's got to be your bull.
They a popular expression, I think it goes, the best revenge is a life well lived.
Okay.
Bullshit.
You hear that shit? It's dumb, right?
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Best revenge
Yeah.
is setting their shit on fire.
That's said by a pussy.
My favorite
Well,
one is, I just hope that I live long enough to watch karma do
Yeah.
its job.
Well, this is our last story on the show tonight, and this lady is a superhero in my opinion.
Okay.
A female food vendor in Haiti who had lost family members to criminals gang took revenge by poisoning
yes.
40 gang members.
40 of them got sick.
Yes. Haiti has been at long at the mercy of violent street gangs, and many families have suffered tragedies.
Yeah.
And this woman, she made international news after carrying out a massacre in the ranks of a local gang that had reportedly been responsible for the deaths of many of her family members.
Yep.
A respected street vendor specializing in a special delicacy. The woman offered dozens of gang members the delicacy for free in appreciation for protecting her neighborhood. She was carrying out revenge against the people who had terrorized and killed her family members. The woman, whose name has not been revealed because she's clearly in protection.
Oh,
Right? Witness protection
Yeah,
service.
well, I hope this lady gets her feet rubbed
Best
5 times a day.
empanada
Yes.
maker ever.
Yes. She had sold empanadas to these people. Minutes after feasting on the food, the 40 criminals started experiencing severe stomach aches and vomiting. They all died.
They all died. That's the best. Even better.
The the country's media reported the deaths of the members of a Vive Ensemble. It's a Port-au-Prince gang allegedly affiliated with former policeman turned crime boss. Well, fuck, Kevin. There you go,
there
buddy. The guy's name is known as Barbecue.
Oh, you shut up.
Yeah. that
Toodaloo,
sucks.
He got barbecued.
It says the woman left her home, which turned out to be a good idea as her home was burned down shortly after the poisoning incident. The woman, who is said to have later turned herself in to the Haitian police, confessed to carrying out the poisoning. She claims to have acted alone, and I don't know.
I hope she's being well taken care of.
The first thing that I thought of when I heard about this story was the movie Help. Or The Help, right?
The Help, yeah.
Oh, yeah, when she makes that shit
She
pie.
make that shit pie. Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Heat it
There
up.
you go.
That's
eat
why
my
I don't
shit.
eat food like when people do pitch-ins. You never know. We had a lady at a job I used to work for that she works for.
Yeah.
She came
I heard
in-
about that after I...
Yeah. This
She
lady,
no longer worked there when
she
I
made a
worked there.
dessert, and then after said dessert, and this is all true,
Oh, no.
she said that she mixed the batter with her dildo.
Oh, you fucking serious?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Was it a peach pie?
Why is it fishy? Why does this pie taste fishy?
Is that chocolate covered fish? What is it? Ooh, I found a hair. Oh, she must have a
She
cat.
must have a cat.
Looks like the cat had a hand in this one.
Let me help you with my strong hand. Hit me my strong hand.
Oh, man.
How'd you get it so smooth?
I don't know why we're not famous. I don't get it. Like, this is the
Like,
important
where are you
shit.
going to find these news stories
Nobody
anywhere
talks
else?
about this on
Nowhere.
the news. This is all true.
And it's probably on purpose.
Every bit of
Oh,
it.
there you go. All right. Well, I think that's enough for this week. We're right at our hour
I
time
said
limit.
that's enough.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yes. Thank you all to Kevin Shook again here at Global Media Enterprises for putting this podcast on.
And everybody that came here tonight.
Yes, thank
guys
you.
We
so
love having
much.
visitors. I loved how Jeremy's dad jumped up the moment I mentioned Pete Rose. I thought he was gonna punch me.
He might have.
He might when you get out of here.
Yeah,
I'd watch
yeah.
that's right. It's like, I love Johnny Bench though.
We're going to need those cops.
Yeah, but they ain't coming here.
No.
He said, "What's that got to do about baseball?"
That's true. True. That's true.
That's true.
It's not a Hall of Fame for personal
I had to hold him
conduct.
back. I'm not playing.
Yeah,
man.
no, I saw him stand up. Like,
He is mad.
yeah, I saw it. I've been there. I was like, I'm just telling you, man. I think the guy's a great hitter. He just fucking I wouldn't have him babysit my kids. That's
Yeah,
all.
he's fucking 14-year-olds.
All right, man. He's hanging out with Rob Lowe and R. Kelly. I don't know what's going on.
Leave Rob Lowe alone. I never
He's the
heard about
original
this.
OG.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Diddy oil.
man. Shit. Like, I didn't know that Pete Rose had freak offs, but
Or Diddy oil.
I didn't know.
Oh,
Jesus.
Baseball would be more popular if there were
have
people.
you guys been listening and watching some of the stuff about the Diddy
Yeah,
Don'ts?
it's-
Oh,
that dude.
he's cooked.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's not going to be good.
He's
No,
he's
but like
not
some
good.
of the stuff you're hearing, you're like, what in the hell world do we live in? Because I can't imagine
Yeah. Well, you
ever
better.
being somewhere and that being okay and not being like, oh, I can't wait to go back next week.
Trump will let him
All right,
off.
next week they're still going from the week before. Like these parties went on for days.
Gosh.
Fuck that. I'm
Just
out.
sign your NDA before you come here
Yeah,
to be on
no
our
shit.
podcast.
You may get some.
You know how I can
Baked
tell the
goods.
bottle shop shit is working? You two just keep going.
I'm sorry.
It's like
You
cool.
love it, too.
I do. I really
You love
do.
it.
I do. You got any more of them fire questions?
I can.
Anyway. All
Fireball.
right.
We're
Thanks
going to start calling
again.
fireball questions.
Thanks again to our
We're calling
buddy Kevin.
fireball
Would
questions.
you guys stop?
No.
No.
I'm going to separate you two.
No.
You should.
I've got to get this shit over.
Do it.
Golly. It's like fucking wrangling cats in here.
You're staying in my
He's
urine.
touching me.
Kevin, kill their mics.
He's on my space.
I want to. Thanks again to our buddy Kevin Shook. Now, I want to tell you what Kevin has done, and I'm a big fan of this. And I saw this over the weekend. Memorial Day just passed. We'll get there, but yeah, bring him on in. Over the weekend was Memorial Day, and I got to tell you, maybe this is where I'll win Jeremy's dad back. I am a huge. Oh, there you go, buddy. You're a good man. Oh, you're even in opening them.
oh, my goodness.
All right. Over the weekend was Memorial Day. I think one of the things that we need to do a better job of in this country is honoring our veterans, and specifically Memorial Day is to honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
That have passed, yes.
These
That
are
didn't
people.
get to come home.
No. I mean, it's and I also want to make sure we honor their family members too, because it's one thing to allow but your husband, your son, your father. I mean, those people go away, or mother, or granddaughter, or whoever. It's on both sides, and these people didn't come home, and without them, we wouldn't be able to celebrate and the beauty of a country like this. And this is the thing. I love this country, and here we are. We're drinking beer, and I don't have to regulate to the FCC. I can do whatever I want,
We
say
can
whatever
actually
I want.
talk about what we want.
It's the best
say
place
what
in the
we
world to
want.
live, right? But Kevin Shook, who was he has taken this dream here of being able to put these podcasts together, and he's now been able to do these things mobily.
Yes.
And I think it's a game changer for a small community like this. And I noticed on Monday that they did a Memorial Day celebration down at one of Richmond's best monuments, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the shit we have in this community, we talk about all kinds of things. Our Veterans Memorial that's here in Richmond is really, really
it's
good.
so nice.
It is nice.
It's very
It's
good.
Very nice.
And they had an event down there. Kevin went live from it, and that's what we can do now. Or not we.
Nah,
Look at
he.
me. I'm excited. That Kevin can do. So much applause to Kevin for doing those kinds of things.
Yes.
And again, to everyone that showed up for those events. And Memorial Day is a big deal. Love this country.
Love this country.
Love this country. So anyway, kudos to Kevin Shook. Kudos to
Very much so.
His studio deal. If you want to do these kinds of things, if you want to do live videos, or if you want to do podcasts, or if you want him to help you out with drone footage, things like that, reach out to him. He's the guy to do that with. Thanks to our Patreon sponsors. Thanks to the Bottle Shop. And again,
Thank you,
huge
Bottle
event
Shop.
on June 7th. The bourbon drop that is going to happen there. And maybe we'll get in and shoot some video footage.
Make sure everybody gets down there.
If you want to get a collector and you need somebody to assist on tasting it for you,
Was that
you know
next,
the people to let us know.
Was that next Saturday?
Week from
7th?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Week from this Saturday.
If you're there, I'll go.
I'm
I'll hang out
going.
with you.
Oh, I'm going.
If you
I'm gonna
want,
hang out with
if
you.
you want, Scrutiny Pyrotechnics to sign anything for you, we can
Absolutely.
do
do
that.
some.
As long as your balls blow up.
Balls
Dude.
explode
Not in my face.
Uranus.
in your anus.
Not in my face, though.
man.
I don't want your balls to explode in my face, though.
if they're in my.
It's Uranus.
See?
Oh, and this is where we lose it.
This is where Diddy's going. Oh, no. It's going to be in his face and his Uranus.
We don't have any Diddy
Hey,
oil.
who's
though.
got the oil?
We don't have any Diddy oil.
This is what this.
Yeah.
Liquid
This is
oil.
why we don't have sponsors. I'm trying to talk about their bourbon drop, and it goes into anal penetration for Diddy. It goes downhill fast. Thanks again to the Bottle Shop team for helping us out tonight. Thank you to Crosstown Carryout. Thanks to the Scarpettis, the Jeremy Screddy
Yes.
family for coming and hanging out with us.
Yes, very much.
It's
Thank
been an
you.
absolute pleasure. Jeremy and I have been friends for a long, long time. And Jeremy's always been there for me, and I feel like he's a good dude, and I love his family.
Absolutely.
And when we first started this thing way back in the day, we put on an event. It was called the Pumpkin Bash. I still have a T-shirt of it.
I know.
And,
That was awesome.
Hey, did you
Remember
see
that.
the picture I sent you?
When did you send it?
I sent you the Pumpkin Bash shirt this week.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I
sent it to your phone.
I
might
remember
have-
that.
I
I
meant-
remember that bash.
Oh, it was
I-
so
yeah.
much fun. There were so
was
many
such a good
kids
day.
that
It's
showed
not
up that day.
Dalton. It's not done yet. We're not done until Snoop Dogg comes to town.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That was our dream, bro.
Yeah.
That is the
We're going
dream.
to get him here. We're going to give him the wink.
I think we should.
Yeah, special thanks to
That
Scraped
root beer
Pyrotechnics.
tastes a little strong. You want to try that root
Hey,
beer?
try,
Let me
try
have a
the
little
apple.
sassafras.
Try the apple.
Special thanks to
I say we either get Snoop Dogg or White Lion.
White Lion.
White Lion.
Yeah.
Who the hell is White Lion?
You don't know who White Lion
That's
is?
an 80s rock band, man.
Yeah,
80s
dude.
rock.
Is that the girl on the car?
It's half the price.
No, that was Warren
Tonic
Cherry
container.
or something.
No. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's that?
White
Who-
Snake.
White Snake.
White
White
snake. Yeah.
snake.
White
Yeah.
Lion.
White Lion.
I don't. Can we get?
Rock.
Any,
It was in our list when we were looking at it, and they were 25,000.
I feel like that's overpaid. I don't even know who the fuck they are. What
Charlie's
they
Daniels
sing?
band was 50.
Well,
Holy
Charlie
cow.
did. Well, shit, son. They got tons of good hits. They got.
I say right now.
Oh, they do lots of hits
to
before
all your
they sing
sponsors
their
or
hits.
whoever's listening, let's bring a major.
Bottle Shop, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Charlie, Charlie Daniels
I still want Snoop Dogg though.
Oh, there. Hey. We're getting ready to do a lot of renovations downtown. We'll put Snoop Dogg right here at the corner of 8th and Main.
Pumpkin Bash 2.
Pumpkin Bash, too.
Hey, well, I'm all for it. All right, let me wrap this up.
Let's get out of here.
Longest running show ever. I'm good with it. This is the most viewers we've had in a while because they're sitting right there.
Right?
Special thanks to Scrutiny Pyrotechnics.
Yeah, I love Screddy. Screddy,
Get 'em out
like I
there.
said, they helped us out with the Pumpkin Bash long ago, but these guys are what it's all about. They they started out as just some brothers that were out shooting fireworks with some buddies, and now they do like Richmond and they do all the surrounding areas.
Everything. Yes.
And here's the thing: as much as the world evolves and there's drones and there's lasers and nobody can beat a fucking firework.
No. Just
It goes
sitting in
up
your-
and it explodes and it's
sitting there and watching it
badass.
up in the air and just
Especially what what you like, Dalton, them sizzling bacon ones.
Oh, the
love
ones
it.
that sound like
Sizzling
bacon.
bacon.
The best.
And the golden shower
and then
ones.
Dalton, I don't know who was there, but the best podcast that you ever did
I still remember this.
Was that Chuck's?
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
It was like
Kimmy,
our third
Yeah.
episode.
you were there.
Yeah.
I was there.
I know it was Dalton. I don't know who else was there.
It was.
But if anybody ever wants to go back in the archives,
I deleted all
And
that
we had
shit.
to fix
that
it.
was
We
the
had to fix
best.
chairs before we did it.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
it was
Remember
filmed-
that?
Do you remember when you talked
Yeah,
about the?
I'll tell you,
Eric-
I can
Hey,
still remember to this day. The whole podcast topic was guilty pleasures.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Guilty pleasures.
Yes.
And specifically, I have two guilty pleasures in my life. Two things that I just fucking love.
Clean sheet day.
Clean sheet day and fireworks.
Yes.
I fucking love fireworks.
I love fireworks.
So my goal in life, if I was ever rich, this
I
was
thought that there was another one, and it was baths.
no
Bath bombs.
That was a spa day. We'll talk. That was a different
Okay.
show.
New
We'll talk
weed.
about that too.
Fresh weed.
Fresh weed's a good one. Actually, it's not fresh. Isn't it's sticky?
Sticky.
I've been told.
I've been told. I don't know.
No,
we don't know.
I'll tell you what it was. So my idea of a perfect way to end a day, if I was rich, like if you were rich, like if I had Donald Trump money, this is how I would end my day every single day. I want sheets that have been stored in like cedar chest. I love the smell of a cedar chest,
Yeah.
but I want them lightly warmed before it's made, before I get in.
And see, I like the smell of when your sheets have been hanging on the line.
Oh,
Now,
that's good
I
too.
seen a story today.
Can I finish?
No.
No.
This is why it doesn't
Go
work
ahead.
anymore, man.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish.
And then it's less anticlimactic now, but I want to be able to lay in my bed in these freshly made sheets and roll over and look out my window, and I want a 5-minute like finale every day, every night, every
Firework
fucking
finale.
day.
You mean you go live next to Orlando, next to Disney?
Oh, that's right, or Kings Island.
Kings Island.
Dalton,
Yeah.
don't forget.
That's actually.
What about the bald eagle? What
Yeah,
was he
don't
doing?
forget
I
the bald
forget.
eagle and the double cheeseburger.
Yeah, so the bald eagle is like I was thinking of like the most
Jesus.
American thing ever, right?
Yeah.
And the idea was like if you're laying in bed and you're in clean sheets and you're laying there, it's like it's the most American thing ever, other than like you need a pet bald eagle that like rests on your
Headboard, your pillow.
and then like you need a McDonald's cheeseburger. But you need to be able to dip it in gravy because
Jesus.
it's not American enough.
Not American.
And for dessert, have some American pie. Apple pie.
Apple
pie.
pie. There you go.
There it is, right there.
Or drink some apple pie moonshine.
There you go.
Anyway, story I seen today. If you know you're rich, this family spent $70,000 a year on fresh linens because after they slept in them, they would get rid of them.
Yeah, I can't hate on that.
They obviously didn't have a California king bed. Do you know those are the hardest sheets to find? Anyway.
Thank you.
Go
I'd
ahead,
be willing to
Frank.
bet if you could afford. It's just this show's off the fucking rails, man.
Get it, get
this
in
is
here.
exactly what Kevin Shook expected before we started.
He's like, this show's
So we
gonna
leave
be
one
crazy.
fireball.
Hey, you want to talk about the?
There it is.
There it is,
That
get
last
it.
one. It's all you, bub.
What are we talking
It's all
about?
you.
It's all
Jeremy.
you.
It's all you, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you got to
French
do
and
it. One
Indian
fireball.
Let's talk about fireworks.
Fireworks.
It's coming.
What's coming?
Fireworks.
Yeah. Well,
It's here.
fireworks are all the time.
I know. We can do it.
Yeah.
Every
You know
day.
what? We'll do.
Let's do that. Hey, we need a podcast with fireworks.
We should have fireworks
Let's
as a
finish
podcast.
up this one first tonight.
Yeah. This is. We're gonna do a telethon, man.
Do you know where they had fireworks? French Indian War.
They did. They really did.
Jesus, I'm
They
done.
used muskets.
I'm done with you guys in this French Indian War.
They used muskets.
That's going to be my next
And
campfire
gunpowder.
topic. Something about the French Indian War.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys to our
Let's
sponsors.
just chat about whatever the hell you guys want. I don't care. at
Hey,
this
we got to
point.
drink the fireball.
Thank you to
though.
the sponsors. We need to go and watch some Pacers, so we're going to get this wrapped up real quick.
Yeah, good luck with that. Let me tell you about a recipe I found on the online.
I
apple
made
pie.
it.
I'm just kidding. All right. Thanks again, Kevin Shook. Thanks
Thank
again
you,
to our
Kevin.
Patreon sponsors. Thanks again to the Screddy family for hanging out with us. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thanks again to the Bottle Shop. Make sure you check them out on June 7th for the bourbon drop. Lots of great bourbons going to be available. And if you're a collector, this is a great opportunity for you to add to your collection. Make sure you reach out to Kevin Shook. We are just now getting into the summer. Maybe you've got a ball diamond that you've got little kids that, maybe want to go live one time. Kevin can do all kinds of shit.
I'm not allowed around the ball diamonds.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I'm done.
You see my van.
He's friends with Rob Lowe, and it's a white van.
Hey, Kevin, when you're trying to raise business, things do not make jokes about as being a pedophile.
If you quit putting free candy on the side of it.
Yeah, man, get you a drink. This is what I love about this show. People just walk in, have drinks, make pedophile jokes. This is the greatest podcast ever. I don't.
He's got tricycles in the basement.
And we got...
Got tricycles in the basement.
Let's get
out of here.
popsicles.
I love you guys. I love all of you.
All right. We say it at the end of every show.
We can't leave one fireball.
Yeah, man, you got it, buddy.
It's all you.
Drink
It's all
it.
me now.
We used to do these live in bars.
Now we know why we don't.
No, I love them, and this is exactly what it was like. Fuck it, my mom would just,
We drunk it all.
yeah, man,
Shit
improv,
pan.
baby.
That's why we need that shit pan back.
All right.
Oh man, that's good stuff. All right,
Serious
we
part of the
say it at
show.
the end of every show, and it is by far the most important thing that we utter tonight in an hour and 5 minutes. This is the longest show we've done in a while. Life's tough, and
Yes, life
we
is
like
tough.
to have a good time. And
Yeah. It's an awesome game.
well, come on in. This is important shit. Oh,
Life
I
is
love it.
tough.
I love it. Life's hard, man, and life. You think it's going okay, and from one day to the next, you never know how it's going to go. And we all have to take care of each other. We're all in this together, and if you ever get to a point in your life where you think you have an individual or friend or a family member in your life that you just think they're struggling, maybe they're going through something, just reach out to them, ask them how they're doing, how they've been, or just tell them you care about them and appreciate them.
absolutely.
You'd be surprised how something so small might mean the absolute world to them. All right, love all of you.
Anybody over there?
And we will be back next
Cameras
time.
over there.
After
Cameras over there.
Nobody don't love pudding. Oh, hell.